Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya. We got another StarCraft Brood War replay to cast today. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be Scan versus Blue 123. Blue has eluded identification according to RJB, but hey, he's an incredible player. He's probably a pro player. But bottom left, it's going to be a purple Zerg player. It is Blue 123 with an APM of 450. And the bottom right, it is Scan, our blue Terran player. So we got purple versus blue here on a Pantheon. It's a new map. It's a recent map. A Blue 123 has been on the ladder, and he has been taking down high-level professional players, but we don't know who he is. Is it maybe an alt for Flash or Bisu or like Snow or something playing Zerg? We do not know. So as soon as we know, we will let you know as well. But hey, it's going to be a Monday TVZ for you guys. I feel like I haven't cast a TVZ for the main channel in a long time, but hey, a lot of TVZ in the live streams, so check it out. I'm streaming on this channel as well as on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin 6 times a week, excluding Wednesdays. So it's a hatch first play here and do a pool and a gas. We got ourselves a Rax expand timing here from Scan. Everybody loves Scan. He's so nice. He is so excellent at StarCraft. He coaches Artosis as Terran, and we will see how he handles this basically barcode player. He's playing a barcode as well, so he cannot get mad at this essentially a barcode, right? FSDAF, SDAF, yeah, so and a little bit of a highlight from the live streams. We play Phantom mode, which is just basically Mafia or Werewolf inside StarCraft, right? Ostensibly, everybody is on the same team on a giant 8-player map, but secretly, there are 1 or 2 Phantoms who are trying to kill everybody else. And somebody had the idea to force players to play the same race and have the same color, and then a barcode name. So we have no idea who anybody is, and we are trying to figure out who is trying to kill everybody. It is so fun. And if you want to see it, just go ahead and go to the live tab at Falcon Paladin's YouTube channel, just youtube.com/FalconPaladin, and see where it says Crazy Phantom in the title. Click on it, and it's bookmarked. So you can just go right to there and see the chaos. Anyhow, 2-hatch Muta into a 3rd base on the low ground here on the top left of Pantheon. Stim coming in. Got ourselves an engineering bay, +1. And +1 attack is fired up here from this Mutalisk player. Blue 123. We'll just call him, man, calling him blue is so... Oh man, we could have done that. Crap. Well, we're going to leave it here though. We're going to call him blue. Even though he's not blue, he's purple in this game. It's like, come on in. Come on in. The water's great. All right, the mutas are here. We're going to slow the game down a little bit. Nothing crazy has gone on, right? It's Rax. It's Stim. It's going to be range. It's going to be Mutalisks trying to kill as many SCVs as possible, but the turret placements are pretty great here from Scan. We love Scan, man. Like, I don't know. I just feel like of all the personalities in StarCraft, I think Scan is probably in the top 5 of players that I'd kind of want to meet, right? Anyway, +1 attack is finishing up here from Scan. 3rd base looking good. 3rd gas coming in here too. Love that from him. He's got that +1 attack coming for these mutas, so it's going to be a butt-ton of Mutalisks here today. Can the Marines handle him? Scan seems to be competently doing that. 300 APM from him. It's a 500 APM Zerg player with mutas. Dude, is this Soma under some kind of a Smurf? Seriously, like, who are some of the better Larva, maybe? Who are some of the better Zerg players with mutas with high APMs on the Korean ladder today? Oh, that was a good hit there. Good stack, good snipe. Yeah, if you can hit them when they're not actively shooting at you, that's a massive win. I know, it's very simple to say, but it's hard to do against a good Terran player. They're going to keep an eye on you. When you come in, they're going to stim, they're going to attack over this way, and then you take some shots on the way in with your mutas. But if you're good enough, if you're lucky enough, you can get a hit before they start shooting at you. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you take the shots right to the face. It's a really injured Mutalisk in this group. But man, is he waiting for the... He's not at all waiting for that +1 attack. It takes way too long for Zerg upgrades, boys. so long for the upgrades because they can make so many mutas at the same time. So many everything at the same time. Medics in production, double starport coming in. Probably just going to be 4 ye old science vessels. Nothing too insane here in our Pantheon TVZ. Nothing yet, anyway. But this was a high priority replay sent in by RJB. Check him out. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV. Let him know Falcon sent ya. Okay, maybe switch this guy out for that. No? Okay, we're just going to leave the super injured Mutalisk in there. Yeah, Darren, a lot of Marines. I mean, this is what we're here for. Lurker aspect is on the way, so we got to delay this until the Lurkers are ready to rock. That is a scan. He sees where the base is over here, sees the Queen's Nest coming in, sees the Hydra Den bumping. Says if we can get there before that Lurker aspect finishes, we're in a good place. But guess what's finished? +1 attack on these mutas is now done. And now he's really willing to get in here. Right? Swap out the injured ones. He's doing a little bit of finagling over here. There he is. That's the healthy group now. That's the injured group back there, leaving them back on the bench at the bus stop. These guys get to go on the bus and get to go to work. I got, some Valkyries. Valkyries prepared without a doubt here, friends. Awesome. Okay, so we're getting Valkyries prepared. Let's see if we keep investing in Mutalisks at all. I don't know if we are. Sometimes +1 attack means we're making Mutalisks for all time, and sometimes it means we're making Mutalisks to get, 20 of them. Do what we can, and then turn it over to the Lurkers and let them do their work from now on. Hives coming in. There's another scan. Tries to see if there are any Lurkers up here. He sees the Lurker eggs morphing and says, well, I mean, without any science vessels with irradiate, he's making more Valkyries? Dude, Scan is making more Valks. Scan might be the player who likes Valks the most of anybody on the high portions of the Korean S-rank ladder, right? I swear, we see more Valks from him than any other Terran player. Wow, I don't know about this. He dives in, backside Lurkers, jumping on top of it, though. Valkyrie's getting into play here, too. I think all these Marines are going to die. That is way too many Lurkers for them to do that. The Mutas couldn't jump in and help because the Valkyries are providing that air support. So, I mean, that could have worked if there were maybe 3 fewer Lurkers there. But as it stood, Blue had a ton of them. Guy's making more Valks. He is doing this. I don't know how you deal with the Lurkers if you don't have siege tanks. Well, the guy's getting a +1 vehicle weapon. Hold on a second. Is this a mech transition from our guy Scan? He's got 1-1 for his Marines. He's not getting further upgrades from them. He's researching spider mines. I don't see any sign of more factories coming in, but I would not be shocked if they started now. Supply block. Nope, not a supply block. A little too smart for that. A little too prepared for that. Defiler mound coming in. Do it. Throw down your factories. We're not getting further upgrades for the Marines, guys. This is a mech transition out of Marine Medic Valkyrie. Consumes coming in. Another scan. Trying to see. Yeah, so he's planning on using tanks. He's going to make these Lurkers obsolete with the siege tank. At least that is the plan. Adrenal's finishing up. Wait, hold on. Did it just finish up? I think it just finished up. Yeah, the Hive was a minute ago. So Consume's on the way. Adrenal seems to be the priority. Scourge connections near the Jukes. That was actually pretty good. I think maybe he lost 1. Oh. That's a supply block right there. Big old chunk of Overlord getting sniped there. These are awesome. Where are my factories? Why are you not? I'm so confused about Scan right now. Why is he not making more factories? This is making factories right here. This right here. These guys. These 2 guys. They're hugging in preparation to build some factories. And he's like, all right, I must leave you now. It is time to build my factory. Okay, you're getting... what is happening right now? Taking an expansion in the top right is what's happening right now. This Crackling says, I can kill... That was this final thought in his head. He was intending to say I can kill everything, but unfortunately, he ran across, just enough Marines where he was going to die. There it is. There it is. Okay, there is the factory play. These 2 guys, they got their pre-work hug. Now they're ready to rock. They are all sorts of prepared for this moment, and they will make the factory perfectly. Man, how crazy would it be if, like, SCVs could screw up in factory production? Like, that was part of the RNG, right? You go to build a factory, and it's like, oh, sorry, the factory was built wrong. It only builds vultures at 85% of the speed it's supposed to. So, it's not, I mean, it would be game-breaking for sure. But it's just a little mistake taking right side here as well. Scan's like, I am meching. I am taking half the map. Good luck, random Zerg player who still has about 400 APM. I mean, Scan's at 370. He's no slouch either right now. Plague's coming in. Zerg player's got everything he could ever need for all time. He has a Queen's Nest. He has a Defiler's Mound. He's got upgrades for his Mutas. He's got Lurkers. He's got Nidus Canals. He's got Adrenal. Like, all this stuff, all the tools are here in the toolbox here at 1337. Leet indeed. And Irradiate's on the way, so sure. Mech plus Science Vessels with the Irradiate. Science Vassals is a fun name. Very medieval. But yeah, tap that like button if you're enjoying it. We're here on the YouTubes as usual. I am now on Blue Sky and TikTok and Instagram at /Falcon Paladin or at Falcon Paladin, however they do that stuff. If you want to follow me out there, I'm posting little clips of my VODs that I'm posting, and just you can keep an eye on what Falcon's up to pretty much every single day. It's a good place to be, and I'm still on Twitter. I'm still on Facebook. I'm still on Patreon, right? All those places I've been on since the beginning of time, 2015. Just adding some new social media platforms out these days. So, okay, 75 to 49 workers from the Terran player, and he's meching. I would say at 15 minutes, it's looking pretty good for Scan. He couldn't be happier about his position. I mean, the fact that the Zerg player has Plague and has Dark Swarm is sad times, but everything else is just copacetic. It's exactly how you want to play this. I don't think Scan could be any happier about how the first 15 minutes of this game have gone. I mean, sure, he maybe killing this second base and winning there would have been better. But I think, you know, allowing allowing himself to be here at 160, 170 supply, meching at 15 minutes, getting upgrades, having this many bases, 4 bases, while the Zerg player has 4 bases is awesome. Is Zerg player going for, I don't think he's going for Queens. That's an Ultralisk Cavern we have. Morphing in, mutating in. Overlords. I love how they're just kind of perched, in random spots. God, the Valkyrie micro is so good, and the Marines helping there too. Get out of town, Mutalisks. Nobody likes you here. All very injured, all very punched in the face and bleeding profusely. More factories, another command center. Scan is just in macro mode right now. Here at 1553. Zerg player has yet to take a 5th base. Terran is very much going to take a 5th base now. Thank you for asking. 100%. Zerg is not taking this left side 9 o'clock, and I think maybe it's because you have to worry about the high ground siege tanks and the ramps, and it's like circuit breakers that way. In fact, it's the spiritual successor to circuit breakers that way, right? These bases that have the ramps that lead into the bases that you put tanks up there. And it's really, really easy to kill a base and hard to dislodge from the other side. Ventral Sacks, good. The Zerg player knows how to use drops. Again, 400 APM indicates they generally have a good idea of what they're doing. These Valkyries are dying, but I mean, 5 kills on that. Oh, they just got plagued. All right. Well, the time of the Valkyries is just about over, unless you want to repair them, which maybe Scan does. I've seen Scan repair his units before. I've seen him research restoration for his science vessels when they get plagued, so it's a possibility these Valkyries do get plagued. Again, 9 total kills on those 3 Valkyries is nothing to be sad about. They have performed admirably. They have killed Scourge. They have killed Mutalisks. They have killed Overlords in service of their commander Scan. So I don't know. If I was taking bets on this game, what you can do during the live streams is bet on the games using channel points you earn by watching Falcon Paladin. I would say that Scan's got this in the bag. I would bet on it easily and peasily. The Mutaflock injured, but, you know, pretty good against Vultures. Still, we allow that. Zergling scouting, not liking what he sees, right? This is a lot of bases There's a scan. He's like, what do you have over here? 1,000,000 cracklings. Cool. Well, we're going to spider mine up this entire map. Oh, he is taking the left side 5th base. All right, blue, 1, 2, 3. Taking that, taking this now. So double expanding. Trying to get ahead a base now as another command center is under construction by Scan down here. Are we kidding right now? Are we kidding? He's trying to get a drop off over this way, but nope. There were Marines there. There were science vessels there. That is prepared for, sir. Dude, if Scan is preparing for drops and he's meching and he lets his science vessels die for absolutely no reason, I was going to say he's going to win this game, but maybe stop letting your science vessels die for absolutely no reason. Good stuff by the Zerg. I am impressed. Obviously, again, it's somebody we know. It's got to be somebody we know, just playing under a Smurf name that has not been sussed out yet. At least not by RJB. Maybe Scan knows who this is based on the playstyle, right? Maybe every player knows who they are playing against, even if it's a barcode name. Assuming they're high enough in skill, they've been around long enough to know everyone's playstyle, right? Hey, look at this, these tanks are here. Oh, Lings get nothing done and 20 Lings die. Right, so this is how we deal with lurkers if we don't have irradiates, which we did for a minute, but now they're gone again. Siege tanks. Siege tanks pushing down south. Maxed out mech army. This is the worst position for a Zerg player to be in a TVZ. I gotta say. I mean, maybe a worse position is a maxed out Flash with 16 science vessels. And just whatever else he wants. But, you know, this is a close second, I would say. Any professional Terran player with maxed out mech at 19 minutes with +2 siege tanks, +3 finishing up here shortly. 5 ultras in production. They're getting anabolic synthesis. Let's see if they run towards the tanks from distance and get shot down on the way there, or if we get some drops, right? This is really hybridy, isn't it? We're not replacing these Marines, right? But once they're dead, they're dead. They're kind of dying now because nice Plague, nice Dark Swarm. Good grief. Getting in there. However, everything died inside the Dark Swarm, and now this base is toast counter-attack. Ultras running. We don't even need Dark Swarm to kill this base. There's nothing here to stop us at all. So it's a base trade scenario. 9 o'clock for 3 o'clock. And this is fine. Scan's okay with it. I don't think Scan has any complaints whatsoever about that. What's happening there? Oh, getting down into this. I don't know what this is, like the 6th base. Shutting this down too. This is a larger problem for Scan. This is a base he's not getting an equivalent base trade for. So this is just blue 1, 2, 3 getting ahead. Shutting this down. No SCV evacuation seems like a problem. Trying to get into the natural base. Unsieged siege tanks doing pretty decent damage against these Ultralisks, as they like to do. And, okay, just setting up tanks at the top left corner while we're at it. Are we base racing at this point? A little bit. Tiny, tiny bit. Love this tank positioning on this map, too. The Ultras have to come all the way around. And then these all Sim City. No, you can fit through that gap. Never mind. Ultras are not that fat. The defense of this base is strong with Dark Swarms and Lings jumping in there, trying to get Zealot bombs. I mean, Ling bombs on top of those siege tanks. The production capabilities of Scan are getting wiped out. The natural base should probably be lifted off against this Ling Ultra attack. Not sure why he's not doing. He's trying to micro in 8 places at the same time. A round of tanks show up, but there are enough cracklings here with a little bit of Ultra support to wipe out every single tank that is popping out of these factories, at least for now. These tanks getting killed. This Zerg player is on fire. He is playing so well. He's up 150 to 106 supply. He's free inside the main base of Scan. He's wiped out the entire attack that came to the left side of the map to try to kill him. The right side 3 o'clock base is back from Scan. That's a huge deal for him. And these factories are going to stay alive. As well as this one starport is going to stay alive. So siege tanks came back home to deal with it. And they did, leaving this a little bit less supported. Maybe an attack into that top right-hand corner would be better for blue 1, 2, 3. Nope, bad stop. No, hey, hang on. Guys, wait. Maybe there are enough ultras to do it, though. Okay, fine. There are enough ultras to probably do this. I love that he's still using lurkers here at 22-29. Where did my music go, by the way? I think we're here. Anyway, getting into the natural base and back in the main base. Oh, man. These unsieged siege tanks are putting in the work. But now the factories are under attack once again. That starport, dude, Scan is not lifting his starports today in a concerning way. Lurkers died. These tanks are defenders of the Dominion here. They are absolutely the only thing keeping this bottom right base from going into ruin. Another huge round of Lings, of Ultras. We got almost +3 attack on those Ultras. It's not actually being researched. That's not almost at all. More tanks coming down because guess what? We've got factories up in the top right too, if you remember. All right, getting inside the Dark Swarm on top of these tanks. These defenders of the Dominion are going to die. Got him. But this guy is going to live with 14 kills. Probably. Yes, he sure does. This is a lot of dead Ultraman. Is this... Okay. Hold on. Is this Larva? I'm going to say Larva's one of those players that will 100% just throw Lings and Ultras at you forever. Without a lot of spellcasting. This is actually a little bit more spellcasting than we would see with that particular strategy. So never mind. Maybe a drop? Nope, just empty overlords. Maybe a feint. Expanding. Awesome stuff here. The retaking the 9 o'clock to... Yeah, this game is flipped. I 100% think Scan is on the back foot. That is not an opinion. He's down 140 to 128 supply for the Zerg player. He's down on base count. He's down on worker count. He's kind of having to sit back at his natural base to keep his stuff alive, which is crazy frustrating as a Terran player who's meching, who wants to get out there. Oh, he's repairing the Valkyries. I told you there was a good chance he would repair the Valks. Because, behold, we're back into mutas, folks. We got that +2/+1 upgrade situation here. This is how we deal with the tanks in 2025. Mutalisks. We're trying to get turrets up. Oh, this is such a smart move out of blue 123, teching into mutas. Because we're not making Goliaths anymore, all we can really do is try to deal with these Ultras. That said, Goliaths are still pretty good against Ultras. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, there's probably a follow-up attack coming in. We got to spider mine the front. They're coming now that the tanks are dead. The Ultras are on the way. If we spider mine this area, we'll probably be okay. Nice, so radiate, split. Not splitting at all. There it is. It's like a D-rank split there. Not ideal. Still trying to get hits. Oh, back into the boys, I guess. Sure. Why not? Killing that science vessel would be good. Chase it down, snipe it out. There we go. Round of Goliaths finally pops. But the tanks are like, we can't do anything against those mutas. Quick, counterattack. Kill 2 of the bases up at the top side. And he does. Ooh, spider mines do get a lot of hits on that Ultra, but kills 3 of the vultures as well. Another hatch down. This hatch should be killed if these guys figure out what they're doing, but nope, the mutas are on their way. He saw it. He saw them coming. The Valkyries, though, countering. Let's go, tank Valkyrie. Push it out. Push this way. Push together. Kill this base. Here come a bunch of Zerglings. And onto the spider mines we go. We are willing to sacrifice our lives for the swarm. An Ultra made it into the 3 o'clock base from Scan. Got 11 kills. Worker count is 78 to 38. The economy is not super healthy for Scan. This base apparently tried to be taken as well. Okay. Yep, this game is reaching epic level status. We are trying to get there. So Scan firing up another round of Goliaths here, which again I said are pretty good against the Ultras and the Lings. Less good against the Cracklings, but you know. Jumping in, mutas against the siege tanks, Ultras taking all of the shots from those tanks. Are there enough mutas to kill these siege tanks before the Goliaths get in range to kill them? Absolutely not. Couple tanks die, couple Ultras die. Everybody moves on. 160 to 130 supply. This base is alive. This base is maybe going to get landed on by Scan. He is rocking it, trying to replace these SCVs, making 1 at a time currently. And retaking this bottom 5 o'clock base. Ugh, neither player maxed out. Remember when the Terran was maxed out? Like 10 minutes ago? It was awesome. We have just been in an absolute bloodbath from that point on, though. Siege tanks have their 3/3 upgrades. Ultras still don't have their +3 melee attack. This okay, the Dark Swarm is not going to save you, though. Well, if we unsiege, it will absolutely save you. Yeah, Ultra parks himself inside the Dark Swarm. Ah, splash damage, plague damage, mutas and scourge. Trying to just get rid of the flying racks, the flying engineering bays that exist on this map that are providing some nice early warning situations. So these lings just barely slip in to the 3 o'clock. Kill a couple SCVs. Good SCV evacuation there from Scan. Great evacuation from Scan. Yeah, I mean, if you're a StarCraft player and you're not evacuating your workers when they're under attack, you should definitely do that. You don't have to send them halfway across the map, but I mean, getting them out of there is way better than hoping you can save it and not lose too many workers. I have done that in the past. I'm like, no, I'm right here. I can stuff this down. And then all my workers died, and I'm like, oh. Just get them out of there. Just evacuate them. It's a little bit of extra APM, a little bit of extra effort, but it's totally worth it. Pro tips from Falcon Paladin. Lings and Ultras continuing to be spawned. The mutas. Giving them a further upgrade would be nice, but I guess we keep making those as well. So Ling Ultra Muta here. Little Defiler support, yes. He did not. What is purple? Was there a single burrowed crackling in here? Dude, if you unloaded, you could go to town on these SCVs for a good 30 seconds before anybody responded. Especially if it was during, like, this attack here. Massive swing on in. No Dark Swarms, no Plagues, no Irradiates. This is just mono-e-mono. No spellcasting whatsoever. Lings jumping on it. Ultras jumping on it. Kiting with our siege tanks as much as we can. It's a tough thing to do, but it's totally good as well. Coming to the high ground. 169 to 125 supply. Ultra gets target fire there. The Cracklings against the Goliaths again. Gonna have a pretty good time. But yeah, chasing them out. Should be able to win. Oh, hang on. This Burrowed Ling's not even participating in the death of these SCVs. Muta's getting into the 3 o'clock too. Oh, I think Scan is dead. Who is this Zerg player? We've tried to analyze the oh, nice repair, by the way. Beautiful repair. Keeping the Goliath alive for just a couple more seconds before it goes down. This one kind of, sort of, holding it. The Muta. Oh, no. The Goliath is dead. The right side base is dead. I don't know how Scan comes back from this. I don't. 46 to 73 workers. Zerg player is everywhere on the right side. He is killing some drones of his own. Vulture attack down at the 6 o'clock. Awesome attack there for sure. But it's still 70 to 43. The SCVs are not evacuating from this 3 o'clock position. As I said, you probably should. So yeah, Muta ends up with 5 kills on that guy. 6 kills on that guy. Irradiated and murdered and fleeing. And hey, you don't have enough army defending your top right because you're trying to respond to all the fires in the bottom right and the 3 o'clock. So what if we came in here and then said no? What if that was not what we wanted to do here? The 5 o'clock command center getting hit by Cracklings. There's the lift. Redroning a little bit down here at the 6 o'clock. But yeah, more than half the map is taken by our Zerg player, Blue123. He's got a 3,000 mineral bank and 500 gas in there. Not a huge gas bank. That's a lot of lings you can throw at this. And he is. And Dark Swarm, too. So this is not a larva style. This is just an insanely good Zerg player. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's beating Scan, right? Scan is not going to be in the Final Four at SSL 2. So it's not like he's doing this to light or rush or something. But still, pretty excellent game, without a doubt. Love me some Scan, love me some MECH. This game is over. I mean, Scan's still in it, because he's still mining here. Just kidding, he's GG'd out. GG, and that is a win for Blue123 in 32 minutes and 16 seconds. Wow. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. Like, what a crazy display of TVZ there. We had Mutalisks in late game against a MECH. This guy got +2 Carapace and that +1 attack he had earlier anyway. Scan, the transition to mech was flawless. The response to it by the Zerg player was equally flawless. And yeah, using mutas against those tanks, forcing more Goliaths out, which the Cracklings are happy to eat. Just never letting Scan rest. Right down here, into the main base, into the natural base, into the 3 o'clock base, pushing to the top right. Not a lot of success in the top right. But if you can get success in the other 2 arenas of this map where Scan is setting up, then sure thing. You can do it. You can win this game. You're going to lose a lot of Zerg units, but 70 workers at the end of the game. Did get that +3 melee attack eventually. But just never really engaged with Scan when he had a big, scary mech army, right? He was here. He was there. He pulled tanks top right and bottom and left, and then found smaller groups of tanks in the middle of the map that he would isolate and engage with. Like this engagement here was maybe 10 siege tanks. It wasn't 30 siege tanks, right? So that's how he's doing it. He's keeping the enemy army divisions small, whatever you want to call it, and then jumping on those when he had the opportunity. Amazing stuff. 400 APM for whoever this is. Produced 1,112 Zerg units today in only 32 minutes. Insane macro. Structures raised 33 to 6. And an outspend of about 9,000 resources in 32 minutes. That's what we're here for. So, GG. Good stuff. From a Zerg player against a meching player. Very fun. Not something we see a lot of. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. Until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.